One of the theories about business, about sales business, is that the customer rarely knows what they're really looking for. They may do all sorts of academic research, but there's all sorts of emotional needs that go into looking for something beyond academic or business needs or school needs or whatever. A salesperson is often, in any business, not just what we do, trying to get a reading from the customer what it is that they're really looking for, which is very often not what they're saying, and finding it for them, just helping them find it, because that's what will make them happy. And people do want to be happy. Very often, well, in what we do, we're selling expensive things. So there's going to be a resistance to spending a lot of money and not knowing why the customer is being asked to write a big check for something that they feel indifferent about. I've seen so many times where somebody came in with the intention, actually we just had a customer and a single mother and a talented daughter, and she just felt that she couldn't spend more than $2,000 or $3,000, which is to us a fairly cheap violin. But she wanted to be fair to her daughter. We did have a $3,000 violin, which she didn't like, and she said, well, maybe we should look at these other violins just so we have a sense of what it is that we're not buying, what we're not going to consider. Is there a difference between a $3,000 violin and a $5,000 violin and a $10,000 violin? I let her play a $100,000 violin. And for whatever reason, she picked up a brand new violin from a fellow that we know who used to be in Victoria. He's now in Montreal. He's actually now in Bordeaux doing an apprenticeship, an internship. But this was his fourth violin, I believe. He's just a struggling, keen maker, and I had sold him some wood, and this was the fourth violin, and I was very happy with it, and she just played that, and it was just the sound that she was looking for. It was twice as much as her mother had in mind paying, but her mother could just see the look on her face playing it, you know, there's just joy in playing where there was indifference or uncertainty that we should even be shopping. So, and of course we expect people to take them home for a week or so. So I said, just borrow it, you know, just think about it. We're just, you know, the maker will be honored that you want to play it that badly, because he's not a very good player himself. And he'd like to think that a good player appreciates his instrument, makes his time in the workshop feel worthwhile, even if you never buy it. You know, that doesn't matter to us, and it doesn't matter to him. Take it home. And of course, just sort of seeing that connection between the daughter and this new violin, the mother spent the week trying to figure out where she could find the money, and they did buy it. We had to give them some time and leeway, but the maker was happy about that, because the price is mainly his time that went into it, and everybody was just so happy about that. But it would have been a stretch for her to spend $3,000, but in a sense it'd be way more wasted if the daughter had no connection to that violin.